So today guys, we'll be doing some garden cleanup. A lot of things to get done. I don't know where to start, but I have my cucumber plants to sort them out. I have my tomatoes as well to sort them out. I have some seeds that I need to plant. So these strings right here are for my tomato plant. Or anything else that needs tying up. We'll get those tied up today. Reason for the alcohol, I'm going to take off the leaves in my garden that has leaf miners. So when I'm done using the scissors on the leaf miners, I will clean it off with the alcohol and also my hand because I don't want them to spread in my garden. So yeah, let's get started.
My Jamaican Backyard Garden, Portmore Edition. This is Gardening with Stacy. Come garden with me now, man.
And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam.
So we need to take off the ew, stink bug. So we need to take off the dead leaves or the ones that are drying up because these kind of leaves tends to attract pests. So you want to get rid of them. Also, you want to encourage the plant to get new growth. So get them off as soon as you see them. Limit the pests that are attracted to your garden.
So that's just about it for the cucumbers. This is much better.
I'm going to use this string, like I said before, and tie these tomatoes to the stick. Because when you're doing this, you have to be careful not to damage your plant. And then I'm going to cut off the leaf miners. That is my biggest problem in my garden, the leaf miners. So I need to control them before they spread. Full of leaf miners, look. So the leaf miners, for those who don't know, come by larvae. So these, when the flies, they pitch on your plant and they lay eggs. Then the larvae, this is what they do. So those white areas, do my best to control them as much as I can, but I can do so much and no more. So I'm using the bucket so that I can just put them directly in the garbage so that they don't go near any of the other plants and spread. So what I'm doing right now is cutting down the spread. Accidentally cut this off. It's a possibility this can root. So I'm going to stuck it somewhere and let's see. This is where I stuck it. Let's see what will happen. Piece of tomato plant that I stuck in the soil just now. I'm like, whoa, that would be nice if it continue its growth and produce. Nothing beats experimenting the gardening, now, guys. Over the years, I've been doing a lot of that. Hence why I become better and better at it. So there are a lot of trial and errors. There are a lot of mistakes. There are a lot of failures. But in the midst of it, there are a lot of successes. So when you do your experiment and you see how things go, you know exactly how to do things going forward, what approach to take. So it's good when you can do your own experiment, because for everybody, it's not the same. You have different growing conditions, different soil, the pH level is different, the alkaline level is different. So there are a lot of things that makes a difference. So what may work for me may not work for you. What may work for you may not work for me. And that's just how it is. But there's no wrong and right. You do what you do, I do what I do. You do experiment, you Google if you need to Google, and you go through. It's actually one of my worst nightmares in the garden. Leaf miners. Biggest pet peeve. Just have to keep going, guys. If you follow the pests and the insects, like I am afraid of lizards, some type of worms and stuff like that. If you follow that, you won't grow any food. So I just brave up and do what I have to do. Because the feeling behind all of this, trust me, it is second to none. Plant doesn't reach anywhere now, and look. Leaf miners. They are a bigger issue when they affect your edible plants, your edible leaves. So I try my best to stop them from spreading. So I don't have a problem pruning back or getting rid of leaves. Some people will tell you not to because they're damaging the plant and all sort of things. But I do what I do in my garden that works for me. So as you go along, you do what works for you. Since I'm here, let me prune back this squash. I don't know if it will make it. Well, it has some new growth on here. Some new growth right there. So it may have some time left. I'm not sure. But let me just clean it up a little. Let's hope this will bounce back. If not, that's just how it is. But I have a few more coming up. See? So if it doesn't make it, I have backup. So just these over here. And then I'm done with the tomatoes. And we'll be moving on to something else. See, I have, this is Oxart. The name of this is Oxart tomato. I shouldn't even be touching it, you know, because I have my hands with the leaf liners. You see them things there. So sometimes things spread because of our mistake. Like we're dealing with pests and we touched another plant and did clean off our hands. So yeah, that's how some of the times it's not only by insects, pests spread in our gardens. We also do the damage ourselves. Alright, so that's just about it. So this straight in the bin. Don't put them back in your garden saying that you're letting them break down. Put them in the garbage. Okay? Put them in the garbage. Yeah. So, let me just clean off the scissors. clean off my hands. I don't have any wipes outside here or paper towel. Can't bother to go back inside, so if you take your hand to fashion, sometimes you have to just figure out things. Yeah. Alright, so let's get going. So what I'm going to do inside here is I usually take out these. Doesn't make any sense. You have them in your containers. What they're doing is sucking the nitrogen from your plants. If they were minced, like chopped finely, then you could use them as mulch. Use them all like this. They desire nitrogen, and then your plants lose out on that nitrogen that they need. So I have some, I don't know why I have the scissors because I'm not going to use the scissors. So I have some, this is red okra or purple okra. Not purple, burgundy. So red or burgundy, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put some with these other okras that I have in these containers. Just till the soil a little. I add some onions in here now and they die out. I need to plant some more onions. I don't have any outside here with me, so I may plant those off camera. I have these zinnias that I'm going to plant. These having flowers in your garden does help it a lot. What it does is attract pollinators. So for example, the cucumbers, it helps to pollinate them, so then they'll have a full growth. If they're not pollinated, they will fall off, or if they're not pollinated properly, they will not grow properly, so they will not have a full growth. So these zinnias, I'm just going to put them in random content. I think I'm going to put them in the fruit bucket, the 2 fruit buckets over there. After they sprout and start to grow, I'll just put them in different containers, or I might just let them stay in that location. I'm not sure as yet. My star fruit is springing up back. Leaves coming on nicely. So I'm just going to put the zinnias inside here. Alright. Just stilling the soil a little, guys. That's it. Stilling it a little. Again, I wouldn't mind a seed sprout. I'm going to water it. Oh, it had a been here, you know, guys. It had a been here. So maybe it's not going to make it at all. But let us see. Alright, so I'm just going to put some in this one and some in this one. I can't always do my transplanting. You can always do my transplanting. Guys, I don't mind getting my hands dirty in the garden now. Use gloves if you must. There are times when I use gloves, depending on what I'm doing. But there are other times when I just do my thing and I get it done. Alright, so I have marigolds in the garden, but they're not flowering yet. The ones that I had before that were flowering, I got rid of them because I don't even remember why, but I had was too. And I have some more marigolds coming up that they soon start flowering, but I have crown of thorns that has nice blooms. I don't, initially when I just moved here, I wasn't seeing any bees, but lately I've been having much of them. So that's a good look. But the flowers will even attract them more. Let's just getting some leaves, guys, that I didn't get. I think I'm going to take this off. Let me just water this before I forget. And zinnias don't take long to grow. So soon they will spring up. So guys, I have these two pak choy that I want to add to this container. If you notice, guys, I have different plants inside here. So I love to do companion planting because when you do companion planting, by planting different plants together, what it does is enhances each other's growth, and so they do well. Because just like us, you know, guys, plants needs companion. So I have this garlic in here, I have pak choy, I have beetroot, I have this purple basil, and I have radish. So it really helps when you do companion planting. They help each other, and also, you know, you get to use up your space better, so you get to plant more team plants that works well or goes well with each other. I have a video on that companion planting. I'm going to link it so that you can watch that and get the full details of it. So when you're planting, consider companion planting. Very beneficial to do. I have much more things to get done in the garden, guys. I cannot show you everything. That will be too long. Because there are some other plants as well that I need to take off the dead leaves. Like my chayote or chocho, as we call it here in Jamaica. See? I still have other things to do. But for everything that I'm doing,
I'm showing you a little of everything that I'm doing. So see what right now we should do. I come to show you these leaves that I have to take off. While talking to you, I did them. So that's that for that. See my seriously, I'm trying to get them to run one place, trying to control them. Passion fruit tree, it was looking good initially, but see now it's springing up nicely. Oh, let me show you this. Look at that. That's a strawberry bloom right there. All right, guys, so I have some big red pepper, cayenne, what do I call it? Cayenne or cayenne, whatever it is. And I have some chocolate beauty. Look at this pepper. Fell off my tree. Maybe when it was raining, it beat off. See another one here. May I use them? I am going to use them. This look nice, see? Oh my, looking good. Oh, by the way, the lettuces that I had inside here, guys, I transplant them. And believe you me, whatever pest, termite, whatever it is, they ate them up. So these are what are left. And I have a few over there in the cabbage. So I'm going to have to plant more lettuce. And they would have gone a long way, you know. But that's just how it is. So I have that to plant. I'm wondering if I should put them in this. Yeah, I'm going to put them in this. And when they spring up, I transplant them. I'm gonna put them behind here. So guys, you can do this, you know, if you want to, you know, in your containers, and then you transplant them, or you just sow them. You sow them in something. Maybe I'm being lazy, I don't know, but I'm just doing this right now. Okay. All right, so this is the chocolate beauty cayenne big red. So I'm going to put the big red around here. So my finger's dirty, guys. That's how it is. If you don't like to get your hands dirty, then just wear a glove. I really don't mind it. Well, most of the times, I don't mind it. I'm going to put the cayenne right here. Guys, you notice I'm not labeling them. So I might have to come back to this video if I don't remember. Put in some cayenne right here. Or cayenne. And then I'm putting the chocolate beauty. Uh-oh, too much. One fell. I think it's this one. So I'm putting those inside here. So I just press them in a little. And they sprout and are good sizes. I will just probably leave one or two in this container and put the rest in other containers. So yeah, so that's just about what I'm filming today. I have some other things to get done. And like I said, I'm going to plant lettuce and onion. I don't know what else, but I need to sweep as well. So that's it for today, guys. So until next time, walk good.
And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam down.